Well, that's why, as I said it just then to Pommy, I said, our preparation's been fantastic the last couple of days. We obviously only played 2 days ago, travelled up at 6 a.m. We all had a great practice last night. The feeling in the group's been fantastic from day one. I just don't know how you can put in a performance like that. In 2020, I suppose you're going to get the odd performance like that, but it was pretty weak. It was soft. It was embarrassing. So, it's up to our guys now to have a bit of pride and come back. We've got 3 games in 5 days and 2 away, 1 at home. We travel tomorrow, play Bangalore, travel, play Mohali, travel, and play Jaipur. So we go, not ideal, from here to Bangalore to Mohali and back to Jaipur all in 5 days and play 3 games. So, the IPL's a tough competition. If these guys I believe, like we showed in the first few games, and we have for the last 4 IPLs. You look around the IPL, and you look at young Jadeja, you look at Finch, you look at Yusuf Pathan, Paul Valtati. Some of our guys, bless you, some of the guys that are playing, Munaf Patel, Shane Watson, a lot of the guys that have played for Rajasthan Royals in the last 3 years have gone on and been fantastic cricketers. This current group we've got 2 or 3 players and they've been with us for 3 years. So it's time for them to stand up. We keep pushing them, we keep picking them. It's time for them to start delivering. If they don't start to deliver, cricket is a performance-based game. If you don't perform, you won't play. So it's as simple as that. That'll be the message I'm saying to these guys. You've had 4 games now to do something. So, unfortunately, if you haven't performed, we'll be looking at somebody else.
Yes. Hindsight, do you think Rahul Dravid's presence would have helped your side today?
He would have played, but he was injured. He's torn his quad. That's why he didn't field in the last game, and that's why he didn't play today. He would have played. He's in our best 11. He's a fantastic player. He's done well for us. We missed him. Anytime Rahul Dravid's not in our side, we miss him. That's why we paid for him at the auction, because we believe he's a class player and he's got a lot. We've only lost once, which was to KKR. If we've made 143 or more batting first, that was the first time we've ever lost in the IPL against KKR. So, Rahul Dravid, I wish he wasn't injured. He would have played today, but he had a torn quad. We're hoping he'll be right for Bangalore. Touch wood, he'll be right in a couple of days.
Are you really happy with the wicket today?
I thought it was a pretty ordinary wicket. It wasn't an all-out 80 wicket. It was about a 130 probably. It just didn't produce good cricket. Even though we were bowled out for 80, you could see if it was easy to bat on, they would have got them in 6 or 7 overs. Like they did at our ground. I think that were they 64 Kolkata after 6 overs. So at our ground on a good wicket. So if it was a good wicket, they could have got them in 6 or 7 overs. But it took them, was it 14 or 15 overs or something? 13, 14 overs, whatever it was. Yeah, so it still took them a long time, even though they just wanted to make sure they won. But having said that, for the quicks, really, if you played straight and got behind the ball, it was pretty hard to get you out. As the spinners were going to get you out, or unless you played a bad shot. And our guys just played some pretty dumb sort of shots, and it was kids cricket, kids against men at one stage there. So that was pretty disappointing.
Yes. Having lost the first match against KKR, so what actually happened in your mind when you clicked on that?
Well, first I would have liked to have won the toss and bowled. I've only won the first toss. I've lost the next 3. So I would have liked to have bowled first. I thought our plans with the ball were pretty good today. We got Bissler out with how we were playing. Gambish played his way. Jacques, we were trying to bounce him out as well. So, it's just one of those things. We never really had a chance to plan a lot of our stuff. We had to bowl what I thought was our best 3 bowlers, me, Sean and Shane Watson. In those conditions, to try and take as many wickets as we can. I had 5 slips. I had bat pads, I didn't care about runs. So even with 5 slips and all those gaps in the field, it still took them 13 or 14 overs to get 80. It just showed you how, it was a pretty poor wicket. It was tough to bat on, but it wasn't an 80. I'm not making excuses, don't get me wrong. I'm saying it was 130, so we were still 50 short of a decent score. If we make 130 there, it's going to be a close game. But I don't know who was going to make the 50 runs.